Hey y'all, this is Matt with the Traveling Texans, and I spent $702 to fly us from the US to Jakarta, Indonesia in business class. 5 people, $702, and I'm going to tell you how I did that right now. All right, guys. Yeah. So my family and I, me, my wife Meghan, our 2 kids, and my cousin Christina, we are traveling for a year, and we're starting here on August 10th. And we've been kicking around ideas like everywhere we want to go. We kind of wanted to start in Europe, and then we were thinking about Southeast Asia, and then we were considering Central and South America because we can stay in some of those places longer. But we kind of decided on Southeast Asia. Not kind of, but we did. So it had gotten expensive to fly to Southeast Asia. So we had been looking at flights to go from New York, the New York area, because we're going to be up there in a couple of weeks anyway. So we're just going to leave from there because it's a little bit cheaper to fly. Like, we live in New Braunfels, Texas, which is between San Antonio and Austin. And those airports, they don't go a lot of places. So they might fly into Mexico or something like that. They're international airports, but they're international because they fly to Mexico, or maybe a couple other places around here. It's not necessarily they're flying 747s or A380s or anything like that out of those airports and flying to different continents or whatnot. Not happening. So we decided, since we're going to be up in the New York area, let's look at flights that are going to be leaving from there. And when I first started really considering where we wanted to go, we knew that Europe was going to cost a few $1,000s. So with the 2 little ones and with us and my cousin, long flights, we wanted to be comfortable. We budgeted this in. Long flights, we're flying business class. So if it's regional flights that are within Europe or within Southeast Asia, within South America, we'll fly economy. That's fine because it's just a little while, 2, 3, 4 hours. But for some of these, like to say Southeast Asia, where we're going to have like 30 hours of travel time, then it just had to be business class. So that's just what we're doing. And so the flights from, like, say, New York and that area, and when I say New York, that's JFK, LaGuardia, and Newark airports. So from New York to go to Southeast Asia, when I was looking to go into Bangkok first, was about $8,000 or so. Okay, we've got some miles. I've got an American Express Platinum card that I've had for a little while. I've been racking up points. I had over 900,000. I really wanted to see 1 million points in my account. Just wanted to see 1 million, just for S&Gs, whatever, just for my ego. That's fine. Didn't quite happen, right? So I'd look on Google Flights, and I would look on MX Travel to see, and on the airlines, to see what kind of the best deal I can get. So they were about $8,000 when I was tracking them on Google Flights. And then they went up to 14,000 when gas prices just started going up everywhere. It almost doubled. So we're like, hey, maybe we won't go to Southeast Asia first because it's going to cost us $14,000. We could use all our points and still have to pay like $5,000 to get there. We really wanted to go to Southeast Asia. We really wanted to go Thailand, Malaysia, and everything, but we're like, maybe it's just not in the books. It's not going to happen. Oh, well, we're a little bit sad, right? So, but it's okay. First world problems. So let's start in South America. In South America, or we're going to start in Costa Rica. We've been going from here or from New York. It's 3 hours to Miami and 3 hours to Costa Rica. So whatever, we'll fly in economy. And even with the kids, it won't be too terrible because it's just a 3-hour flight. Because that one to Bangkok went up to 14,000. Then when I was doing my searches on Google Search or Google Flights, here I will share my screen. So looking at Google Flights, what I would do is I'd look for one-way tickets, put in the number of people. So Heidi's not quite 2, so she can fly in somebody's lap. And I would search New York, all 3 of these airports, pick our departure date, and then just hit search. So what's it going to cost for these five people to fly business class from New York on August 10th? We're not staying in the US. Let's check out Europe. So what would it cost for us to fly to, say, London? $4,400. Not too bad. Paris, $5,200. Still not horrible. Some of these have gone down. Madrid, Porto and Lisbon, Portugal. Okay, not too bad, right? I'm gonna go Bordeaux. It's gonna cost you a little bit more. Amsterdam's about $8,000. I swear I'll shoot another video. Just a little while ago, I was doing this exact same search, and this wasn't $79.94. It was over $10,000. That's how much they changed. Whatever. So yeah. So we were, like I said, we were looking at Bangkok over here in Southeast Asia. Look, that's almost $16,000 to go. So while I'm doing my search, you know, I found some that were a little bit cheaper to Jakarta, Indonesia. This is $17,000. Okay, again, a little while ago. Now these videos are posted like about a week or so apart, but when I was looking just a few minutes ago when I was shooting that other video, this was $22,000. Now it's $17,500. They're unpredictable. So I didn't pay this, right? So what I did is I went to Amex Travel. So American Express Travel, I've got an American Express Platinum card that I've had for a few years because my wife and I, we love to travel. We use this as our everyday spender. I'm not sponsored by American Express or anything. Maybe they will, I don't know. But I look at Amex Travel, put in the same parameters, 3 adults, 1 child that's from 2 to 17, put his age in, and put our little one that's under 2 in our lap. Now it's not quite like Google Flights where we can just leave it open-ended and see where we're gonna go, but we can check out, you know, New York, all the airports, and say Jakarta, Indonesia on August 10th. Come on. New York, all airports on August 10th. Oh, it let me, thank you. All right, New York to Jakarta, check this out. So you saw that one over here, $17,582. Let's go see who's that with. Iberia, Qatar, Cathay. It'll show you who the airline is. This is the cheapest, $17,582. Now, Qatar, Middle Eastern airline, great airline, right? JFK to Doha, Doha to Jakarta. So a few minutes ago, this was $22,000, now it's $17,500. So that's JFK to Jakarta. JFK to Jakarta. 1 stop in Doha. Okay, ooh, my bad. Okay, take that back. We're gonna change from economy to business class. I messed up right there. This was business class. I was originally looking in economy with American Express Travel. Let's look business class and see how much it's gonna be. $16,920, still cheaper than this. $17,500, $16,900, save $600. All right, we didn't get this one necessarily. And you can go over here and you look, see how many membership rewards points it's gonna cost you. That is still the cheapest, $16,900. It wasn't when I bought. So I was able to get it at the right time, dumb luck, had nothing to do with skill or looking at the right time or using a different, you know, Chrome or Safari or whatever. Nope, all timing. This ticket right here, it wasn't Qatar Airways, it's actually on Japan Airlines. We'll see that itinerary. 17,800. This is 17,800, right? A little bit different than what we're taking because we're not going from New York to Tokyo. We're going from New York to Chicago to Tokyo to Jakarta. $5,400. I got this flight, if I'd paid cash, $5,400. Now it's $17,800, almost $18,000 still to go from New York to Jakarta. one less stop, which is okay. If you want to go and take a look, you can look at the seat map and it's going to tell you how long the flight is. 14 hours and 10 minutes. Ours is, I think, 12 hours and 55 minutes, so 13 hours. This just adds a little bit of time. Not bad, but $5,400. And so what I did, this is the international airline program, right? It's always a little bit cheaper with them. So the same flight, whenever I was booking it, was $5,400 here. For a regular flight down here, if it wasn't with the international airline program, it was over $6,000. So I booked it through here, but I also had an offer because with American Express, with Platinum, you get offers too. And what I had an offer was if you spend $1,000 or more booking a flight with the international airline program, you've got a $300 credit. So I booked this flight. I used 479,000 points that I had been accumulating and put that towards a flight. It brought it down to the cash price to $1,002 and some change. I purchased it, got my $300 credit. All 5 of us are flying on Japan Airlines, business class. We're actually flying out of LaGuardia to Jakarta for $702. So you kind of have to, you really want, if you're going to do some travel like this, or if you travel a lot, you want to have one of those travel credit cards. And that way, I don't pull my debit card out for anything unless they don't take American Express. That's the only time I do, because I'm not going to spend a dime unless it's going to benefit me with some points or miles or something like that. So yeah, and what we do is we have our American Express. We use it as our daily spender. We know what we've got in our bank account, so we're not going to spend more than that or anything. But it's just like our debit card. And so we pay it off every single month and we reap the points. And that's what we've been doing for like 3.5 years. And like I said, we almost had 1 million miles. I think we used 20,000 points one time for a hotel room for something. I can't remember where we were going or why we did it. I think we were going to my little sister's graduation. No, it's for something else. I think we were just going to go, we were going to visit her for her birthday. And for whatever reason, I think we got a good deal. And if we use points, and so we used them, but I used 20,000 points, but that 20,000 one had gotten me to 1 million. But yeah, we've been using these and we've been building up and using offers. And, if you get double points here or, 5 times the points or whatnot, check it all out. Actually, I'll drop a referral link down there. I think I'll still have one more referral this year. So, yeah, I mean, you just have to use your money to your advantage. And that's what we do. We use it for, we use our American Express because we do like to travel. And what we've been kind of like building up for with building up all these points was we went to Thailand, to Ao Nang, which is like a little suburb kind of deal of Krabi, Thailand. You've heard of Phuket. Not everybody's heard of Krabi or Krabi. So Phuket's over here. Krabi is just east of it. And whenever we were looking for somewhere to go for our honeymoon, I looked at Krabi and somebody described it like, oh, it's the hippie sister of Phuket. I'm 45 years old. I was 41 at the time whenever we got married. We weren't looking to go bar hopping and the party scene and raving and not our scene, right? Wanted something a little bit more laid back as our honeymoon, so we went there and we absolutely loved it. We fell in love with it. So what we wanted to do was save up enough points where we could fly back business class and maybe take the kids and just go back on vacation over there. And we just loved it. We wanted to use points. Well, we're kind of doing that, except we're not using all the points, but I mean, paid $702, right, to go back over there. So we're flying into Jakarta, and then we're only staying for a couple of days, and then we're taking a flight from Jakarta to Krabi. So I paid $702 for that. I'm paying about $800 for all of us to fly to Krabi a couple of days later. And so to get to Krabi, it's cost me $1,500. Not too bad, right? So yeah, we're still doing that, and we still have almost 500,000 points left over that we can use towards airfare, hotel, more than likely airfare later on to save up some money. And so that's how I got a flight from New York to Southeast Asia, Jakarta, Indonesia, for $702. Make your money work for you. Put away the damn debit card. Go and get you a travel credit card if you like. I'm not telling you what to do, but if you want to travel, you want to take a big trip, make your money work for you. Now, You have to pay for some of these, but if you use the benefits, then it's worth it. I can do another video just on the American Express travel credit card. It really doesn't benefit me a whole lot. I can refer friends to it and get some referral points, and you make great points, but I only get 2 of those a year. I'm kind of limited to how many, referral points that they'll give me. But yeah, so that's how I got us to Jakarta, Indonesia for $702 in business class on Japan Airlines. I haven't flown them, but my friend Russell was like, oh man, they're top notch. You're absolutely gonna love it. I've flown business before on Korean Air, British Airways, American Airlines, China Southern. Actually, I flew China Southern on business class and first class on our honeymoon. Business class over there, first class coming back. I've never had any complaints. The best one that I've flown so far is British Airways. They just treat you so great. I mean, they all do, but just British Airways just kind of goes above and beyond. It was an awesome experience flying from Singapore to London. It was like a 15-hour flight. I got upgraded from premium economy to business class because I'd been calling them and asking and whatever, but I got a free upgrade and it was just awesome, right? So anyway, that's how I got it for $702. If you have any questions, drop them below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can be notified every time we put out a new video, and give the video a like. Give this video a like because it really lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job making these videos and you like them. So until next time, we'll see you in the next video.